Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the day of the video. Alright, how's a good day today? It is the 6th of February. First day of being 21. How's it been? It's been pretty the same today, to be honest with you. Although it's been quite interesting because we've been running around doing a load of different little things today. But what have we been doing? Basically, ladies and gentlemen, we got up this morning just before 9 o'clock, had a shower, and got dressed, and then we had toast for breakfast and some tea, and then myself and Dad went for a walk with Sid and Millie, walking around like a load of fields and stuff for like an hour and a half. My arm just clicked there. And then we came back here and we waited to go to my aunt's because I was setting up Project Wheatbase. It's officially being built. We officially have a server up and running, ready to rock and roll. So we went there for lunch and I was going to sort out her server. And unfortunately we didn't have access to a monitor. She hasn't been able to get hold of one. And the cables wouldn't reach to the monitor itself in the other room. So it was a bit awkward, to say the least. And then we started to download the files, like just the operating system, and it would take about an hour and a half to download. And I'm like, it's going to be quicker to drive home, download it at home, sort it all out at home, bring it back, than it will be to actively do it here. So I brought it back here and I've sorted out the operating system using the monitor in there, nice and easy. And then I took it downstairs, hooked it up into the internet and set it up as a web server. I also sorted out, what did I sort out on it? I sorted out the web page. I basically just lifted the Jamie Ped site and stuff, because that's essentially the way I'm going to be doing it, although it's got a couple more little tweaks in it to make it a little bit more secure than the Jamie Ped one is. And the Jamie Ped one does actually need revamping a tiny little bit because I'm making the mistake of putting my PHP files inside the public folder, which is very silly because you could just see that if you wanted to. You could just pull that down. But yeah, so I've lifted them out and all that kind of stuff. But yeah, so we sorted all that out, had lunch, realised I wasn't going to be able to do anything, and I took it. Oh, that's better. Turn the monitor down. Realised it wasn't going to be easy to sort out the downloads. Brought it back here, downloaded everything, set her up with the server, transferred over the files, sorted out user logons and all that kind of stuff. And then I drove it back. I drove that time, and I went over there in my car, which is still lovely. He's still a lovely little beast. He is outside. Still can't think of a name. I'm hoping you guys are going to help me think of a name because I can't think of one. But he's awesome. He's really, really cool. Although he's very throaty. He likes it. He's very quick, is what I've noticed. He's very nimble off the line. A bit too quick. I've got to get used to it. But yeah, so got there, plugged it in, opened up the ports that I needed to open up. Although saying this, she's going to be changing internet provider in 3 days, 2 days even. No, 3 days. Which is going to bottle everything up because I've got to reopen up all the ports and get the new IP address and all that kind of stuff. But yeah, it's really cool. It's up and running. I just need to do that. I left there and she watched me like reverse out because it's quite an awkward like drive and stuff, and she just pulls out into like a main road, and I ended up having to go left and like right towards home. I went left for miles until I could turn around because it's just like a proper A road, B road. I was just driving, figured out how to turn around, started to turn around, and I'm like, I don't have my phone. So I pulled up on the side of the road, opposite her house this time, so I could easily just go in the right direction, and got my phone, went back, whipped my car back around to here, parked it up, and I've been up here and I've been just building the site because I literally just lifted it from my site. I haven't been able to test it at home because, short of setting up like breaking my own sites or defaulting to this other site, which I didn't want to do. I haven't really had a chance to do it, so I've just been tweaking it a bit. I've changed everything around, so it's now officially this. She doesn't have a website yet, and to be honest with you, like the website is just going to be a locked down user interface, just a web app that's going to be locked down to specific users. And then there's going to be like as many layers of different security as possible because I've got to be running a Yeah, like I was saying before the battery died, loads of, I'm like layering it down, so I've got layers and layers of security and stuff, and different levels of users to stop. Obviously, she doesn't know anything about databases, so let's try and restrict what she can do with that database and all that kind of stuff. That's what I've been doing here. I've come up with quite a clever way of, well, before having user logons, quite a clever way of putting everything behind a wall. Essentially, my controller is sitting in the middle like, whoa, 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 stop it, man, you're not allowed that, go over there. So I'm developing myself an own little PHP controller because I can't have an ASP controller or an MVC controller because basically Mono isn't a very good project, basically. But yeah, so that's now up and running. I've kind of got a bit carried away, to be honest with you, programming away. So I've now got 3 different sites I'm working on, although I'm not really working on my own until, like I say, the Raspberry Pi comes out with Windows 10, because that's going to be a bloody godsend, because it's going to have all the sweeties that I enjoy when it comes to Windows, i.e. the .NET framework and all of that stuff. It's going to be really good for, well, Windows web servers aren't as good as a Linux web server. Annoyingly, IIS isn't brilliant, but the ability to use MVCs by far outweighs that. But yeah, it's 8:30 now. I've got hiccups, and I'm going to pack my bags and stuff, because tomorrow morning at about 9 o'clock I'm rolling on out. I'm going to get some petrol and I'm driving to Bristol. Oh yeah, it's going to be fun. Another thing I want to talk about, I don't think I mentioned it, yesterday my phone synced up to Android 5.0. HTC have got the update to me on my mobile. And what I've got to be said, I haven't got the case on it at the moment because you have a what's got to be said, like, the best feature on it, I've only just figured out how to turn it on, I've turned it on my Nexus as well, is the smart lock thing, where, you know, I normally have to put in your PIN, but when this knows that when I'm essentially in my house, at the moment it's here, it's based on the Wi-Fi, if it's in range of that Wi-Fi router, I don't have to type in my PIN, I can just unlock. He says that, look. Oh no, never mind, I accidentally tapped the button. But yeah, look, I don't have to, I can just go straight into it, which is really, really cool. And so, I thought that's like doesn't matter, it doesn't take much time to type in the PIN, but now I can do that. That's so quick. And what I'll do is I'll set it up so, in my house, it'll only be like the Bluetooth range of Atlas, or something like that, so it's a lot shorter. So it wouldn't reach, say, onto the street. It would literally only work from my room, essentially, because Atlas's Bluetooth range is tiny. But if I did want to lock it, I can just tap that little button there and locked. There you go. That's why it didn't work a minute ago. Now I've got to spin it up and put the pin in again. But yeah, that's really, really useful, that, on our old thingy. And also, running, I don't want to remove the ads, move that there. Also, Android 5.0 on this runs a lot smoother than it does on that as well. It's got to be said. It shows how much more powerful my phone is than my Nexus. It's crazy. Oh, I haven't done any packing since. I've just been doing more designing. Oh, to pack though. I hate packing. No? Not like that bed? No? Right then, ladies and gentlemen, I am calling it a night. It is 11:15. I'm probably going to watch one more thing on Netflix and then go to bed. Tomorrow we're up early-ish, up at 7:30. We're going to be driving from 9 o'clock. I'm not going to take this footage off of my camera until I get to Bristol. Just because it doesn't make sense to, basically. May as well just put it onto Atlas. But yeah, it's been a productive day today, to be honest with you. Tomorrow, like I say, we're going to be up. We're going to be driving for the first time to Bristol. It's about 2.5 hours, plus a stop halfway, so we're going to do about a 3-hour drive. It's going to be fun. I'm getting there, and I don't have a sat-nav. I don't have sat-nav or anything like that, so I'm going to turn my phone onto loud and use Google Navigation, which shouldn't be too bad. But yeah, it's going to be fun. I'm looking forward to it. It's going to be, I'm a little bit, like, tiny little bit nervous, but that'll be fine. As soon as you I'm only nervous because I'm anticipating driving as opposed to just going out and driving, if you know what I mean. But yeah, that's it, ladies and gentlemen. Thanks for watching this video. Tomorrow, back in Bristol. pub crawl, driving around basically. I'm going to do a test run to get to work see if I can get to work and how long it takes and all that kind of stuff. Learn the route, etc., etc. But yeah, bonding. Bath. Oh wait, hold on. Gilbert and Andy. You missed them. See them tomorrow. I'll catch you later.